Freak Show Podcast. Orlando and the Freak Show. Mornings from 6 to 10. Wild 94.1.
Okay, never mind.
No, I don't want to hear that.
No, we're not doing that again.
I'm on Struggle Bus Party of One right now.
Man,
Really?
There was a lot of Cincoing yesterday.
A Cinco de Drinko.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was like there was a party. My neighbor threw a party where they had like piñatas
Ooh, cool.
and stuff. So we went over there and yeah.
So you just kept the party going.
I didn't plan on it. I went home. I got home probably about 5:45, 6 o'clock, which is early for me.
I know you wanted to take a nap.
I was laying down when I heard the loud music, and I looked outside, and they had like the garage up, and they had all of the piñatas, and so the neighbors were going down there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, let me go be social, and then I end up down there like, singing La Bamba. Because they had like a little
Naturally.
They had a little set, like a little karaoke set.
Oh, that's cute.
So I don't even use the word karaoke no more.
It doesn't exist in her vocabulary.
So it was cool. So everybody got it in. Did your party continue? What did you do?
Absolutely not. After this, I was kind of drunk, so I had to get picked up. But then my phone screen stopped working, so then I spent 6 hours at the mall at the iPhone store trying to fix it, and then $400 later,
Yep.
got my phone back.
So did you need a new phone or
No, I got
screen?
a new screen, yeah.
Okay.
They were like, yeah, you could get a new phone if you want to pay your phone off. I'm like, how much? Oh, $600. I'm like, nah, forget that.
Well, so wait. But you paid $400.
Yeah. To fix my screen, it's still cheaper than $600.
Yeah, but you could have got a brand new updated phone for $600.
Nah, I'm
Meredith
gonna
start.
save that upgrade for when I actually need it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I get it. You made a decision. I would have made the opposite, but that's okay. That's okay.
We heard it in your tone when you asked the question, Meredith. You're like,
But I
wait a
haven't
minute.
had a new one in a long
$200 difference. Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
The way
Every-
my check-ins and my savings is.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, he's like, leave him alone. He's budgeting.
I'm broke.
He's budgeting. He's budgeting. That's what he's doing. Let him live. Show Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. All right, so according to this, I saw this online and I looked it up on a few sites. They're saying JetBlue is rumored to be heading for bankruptcy.
No way.
JetBlue?
Yep, this is what this report says. I mean, I'm trying to find something else on it, but this, according to this site, says the company is in debt to the tune of $8 billion, with projections to lose probably another 1.3 this year. Now, I don't know if because they can restructure it or,
Sure.
So it doesn't mean they necessarily have to go away. But if they do, you're gonna see some prices start booming on these majors because they're not gonna have any other
Options.
Right.
Does that mean it does the same thing happen to them that like what happened to Spirit?
No, Spirit went away. If you go bankrupt, they can restructure it. They can, depending on if you still got a good business plan, somebody can buy it and then you just got to pay the notes or whatever.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Wow. So many of these airlines could potentially just be going away. But then could that be a problem? Like there's a monopoly. So then, yeah, because then the prices can increase and then there's nobody to challenge it.
Well, somebody could buy
it.
They were talking about there's a group who's trying to put together like a bid for the Spirit airline. Mm-hmm. So it could come back as another name. I mean, the streamer, they were talking about the streamer Neon because his dad is like a big time rich guy, and they were putting together a perspective to try and like buy Spirit Airlines and have that as a thriving.
I would feel like you
thriving
need
small.
Not millions. I feel like you would need billions.
No, you absolutely do.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently he's a billionaire's son.
Oh.
This is kind
I had no idea
of
about that.
surprising to me because JetBlue was one of the airlines that were offering $99 rescue fares to save people from when Spirit went out of business.
They're doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Fox News. I see it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and they also opened up some like new JetBlue Premier card benefits.
I've never flown JetBlue. I've never flown Spirit.
I have not.
Not that I wouldn't.
I flew
haven't.
Spirit was the one that was going when we had to go to the Jersey convention. And it was like they used to, because you had to fly into Jersey, you had to fly in on Spirit.
Okay.
And because everybody was coming in, and they lost my luggage once, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Oh my gosh.
And so instead of flying in, I would fly to Philly and then drive because Philly is like a 45, 50-minute drive to Jersey. So, yeah,
it's one of the lucky ones that never had a problem with Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do charge for bags all the time. It's like $70. So it ends up like you think the Spirit flight is cheaper, but then you end up paying the same amount because
it's still cheaper.
For bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still cheaper.
It just depends on
hence
how
why
much.
they went away. It's right. Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. All right, so there's new rumors that are looming around the Jackson family. Now, we talked about the concerts that are drying up because they have slow ticket sales.
Yeah.
And so they're starting to call it Blue Dot Fever now because everybody's looking at Ticketmaster and seeing all those blue dots on the seats. And so they're having to cancel shows, Pussycat Dolls, Post Malone, Meghan Trainor, all that. So we had a conversation about folks not really understanding where they are in the ticket draw world.
Sure.
Well, now after the Michael movie has had this success, there's reports that are suggesting the members of the Jackson family.
Don't say it.
Which are Jermaine, Jackie, Marlon, then you got LaToya and Rebe. They're looking to do a potential tour with the younger versions of the Jackson family as well, called the Thriller Tour.
So would you guys purchase tickets to
Absolutely
this?
not.
Would you?
No. Sorry.
Really?
I would not.
Okay.
Love the Jacksons. Love Jackson 5.
They're even trying to, there's the rumor gets thicker because they want to cajole Janet to be in the headliner.
Of course they do.
Of the deal. So they do it's just a celebration of Jackciones.
They only going to put Janet in there because she's the only draw. Nobody wants to see anybody else other than Janet, really.
I'm quite sure nobody wants to see Jermaine or Jackie
Randy
or Mark.
Randy.
Don't nobody really want to see all of that. But they said that there was an unsubstantiated offer to do a 10-city tour encompassing U.S., China, and Europe, travel lines with the family. And now that this Michael movie has done
so well,
and brought all the attention back,
they're
thinking, quite like Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
We could go out there because ain't nothing bigger than the family.
It's a money grab.
Now, I will tell you, there is also attention on, so Jermaine Jackson is the dad of Jafar Jackson, who plays Michael.
Yes.
He is 71 years old.
Okay.
So just put that right there. Because
he's currently 71.
When we're talking about a tour, 71 years old.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But he has a 3-year-old son.
Okay.
When he was on the red carpet and he was dressed like a cartoon character, and it was a little boy that was dressed just like him, that's his little 3-year-old son.
Yeah,
okay. Now that they're arguing about her age, but some people say Mayday is 27. That's the mom.
Her name's Mayday?
Her name is Mayday Velasquez.
Hold up. Time out.
That makes sense.
Time out.
Her name is Mayday Velasquez, and she had a baby with him 3 years ago.
Okay,
they got it together. Some people say they were married. Some people say it was just like a common law thing.
Right.
But that was 2016. That happened
10 years ago.
So they say she's 31. Some people say she's 27. Those reports fluctuate, but that means she's
okay. Wait, so she had the kid when she was 20.
10 years ago.
No, the kid is 3.
Hold on. You're saying
no, they got together 10 years ago in 2016.
So they had the baby.
They had the baby in 2023
when she was 24.
Okay,
and then they started dating before they got married. They were dating for 10 years.
They've been together since 2016.
Okay, so that's the totality of it.
And so the totality of it is 10 years of them
17?
together. They're not together anymore.
Hold on. So that would have mean she was 16, 17 when they first got together.
No, well, if she's 31, you put her at like 21 10 years ago when they met.
So he was 60. He was 61.
Yes.
Dating.
He was 61.
Potentially dating a potential
21-year-old.
Ew.
Because if she's on the top end, if she's 31, that means that in 2016 she was 21.
Well, aren't they saying she's not 31? Like they're lying.
They're saying
about
she
her
could be
age?
27. That's what I'm saying. I've seen 2 reports. One right here says she's 27. The other one says she's 31. So there's a 4-year flip there.
It's still young. It's still really young.
Yeah.
That's not like. That's an old man.
Like, I mean, at 61,
20,
you're 61
20?
and you're with a 20-year-old. Let's just give her 20.
Right. That's a lot.
You're 60, she's 20. That's,
that's a choice.
That's some Jackson stuff.
That's a crazy
That's
number.
some Jackson stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Ew.
Like this ain't no Michael movie here. This is all of the stuff that Michael pretty much stayed away from.
If you have the opportunity to date somebody that is, a Jackson and you're 20 years old, let's just assume she's 20 and she's not 17 or 18. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of women that would potentially do it. So I don't. Yeah. I would never.
There's some cloud chasers out there that
Jermaine look like Count Chocula.
But that's disgusting.
I don't like it.
Even for Jermaine to deal with a sub 20-year-old at 60, it's still nasty work.
That's really bad. That kind of backwards math is disgusting.
I mean, but this is the same man who we said created the word bruzzins because him and Randy both got babies with that other lady who Jafar came from Jermaine and the lady who was with Randy and had 2 kids with Randy.
This is messy.
So Jafar got 2 cousins who are actually his half brothers.
Somebody texted and said they hate the way we bash the Jackson family. Do you not want to know this? This is all factual stuff that's happening behind the scenes. This is real.
What? This is real information.
This is information.
And it only comes out because now everybody's digging into the Jackson family. I've sat and watched all kind of posts on TikTok of people talking about, hey, did you know that all this stuff has been public record? Mm-hmm. It's just now it's being talked about because people haven't been out here staying up on the Jacksons. This is tea.
This is exactly. This is
when you got babies with each brother and blah blah blah, and then you got this little bitty baby, you 71, like, bro, this is the stuff that Michael was hiding from.
And be real. You ain't buying tickets to go to see the Jackson 5 reunion. Be real. Come on now. We're not bashing them. We're being honest about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to go pay money to go see that.
Mike used to lock them gates. And I'm telling you, these people couldn't just pull up.
Just to come in, yeah.
Because there was some messiness.
Out of the 813, it says, did she even know who they were? There's a 40-year difference. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she knew. I'm sure she knew.
You know the first thing Jermaine said, he's like, you know who I am? I'm Jermaine.
Yeah.
You know who my brother is? Come on now. Come on.
Jermaine, what's that?
Jermaine.
My name is Mayday. Mayday. Mayday, girl, Mayday.
Mayday. You need help, girl.
Mayday.
Yeah. That's a perfect name for you right there.
Not bashing
Jackson mess. Listen, I'm not celebrating the fact that they messy, but they've been messy a really, really long time. Mm-hmm. This is why when they used to have stories about when Joe Jackson would show up at Michael's house and security would be like, hey, Joseph is outside. And he would be like, all right, I can't deal with him today. And they would turn him away.
Damn.
And,
crazy.
So people would pop up like, hey, I need to come see Michael. And they would have to check in at the security gate. And Michael would be in there like, no, not today. Like, I can't deal with these people today.
I can't deal with them today.
No.
Shimonia.
Bubbles, go out there and see what they want.
WLLD FM HD1, Lakeland, Tampa, St. A Beasley Media Group station. Orlando and the Freak Show will hear your confession. And just like a priest, you're probably going to have to do something after. But it ain't penance. Confessions at 7 on Wild 94.1.
All right, this morning's confession, it says, Dear Freak Show, I saw something that said if you're doing something and don't want your spouse to see what you're doing or to know about it or to ask about it, then that is infidelity. It stuck with me because I have something, but it's not like a woman or a drug or any kind of secret. It's really just money. Since our kids were born, my wife became a stay-at-home mom, and she handles our family's finance. My direct deposit hits, and she pays the bills. She adds to our savings accounts, and whatever us and the kids need, I just truly never see my pay. Lunch or gas, whatever I need in my day goes on a credit card, and then she pays that. Well, in November of 2023, my boss elevated my title at work. It was work that I was already doing, but the title came with an increase of about $27,000 plus bonuses. We have a credit union relationship, so my increase is going to an account that I've started through my job. It's not a big deal to me. I just thought that I wanted something to be my own instead of just not seeing any kind of compensation. Is this the same as the aforementioned infidelity. I don't want to appear that way because I adore my wife. If anybody hears that she's not the one for me in this type of note, then I'm failing because she is my one person. I just didn't really think it was a big deal until I heard it worded this way.
So is he officially hiding money from her?
I mean, I wouldn't call it hiding.
Well, she doesn't know about it.
No, he said
and he hasn't told her yet.
Since November of 2023, he has been putting the overage into another account. But he
I mean, it's a good surprise. I would definitely tell her. I mean, I wouldn't keep it a secret continuously.
But is it omitting that information?
That's not infidelity. Is when you creep it.
Right.
Is this creeping?
If
I mean, you're keeping a secret.
If he's spending the money on something else.
He didn't.
No, it's just going to a savings account. Yeah, this would be a great surprise. I mean, I wouldn't be necessarily like super happy that you've been keeping the secret for a long time. But
would you be mad?
I think I'd be happy.
Like if an emergency hits and you guys don't have it, and he's like, "Hey, when I got a raise, I had this side money that I. And
I totally forgot about it.
So then why didn't he tell her?
He probably forgot about it for a little bit and then realized it, and now it's on his mind. He feels like he should come clean.
So, like you said, it's just a good surprise if something happens. But if you find out that your spouse has separate money, is that infidelity? Is that something that would make you freak out? Would you worry? He gives you his whole. Like, I'm more concerned about my whole check goes to somebody else.
Why? If everything's taken care of and she's holding you down.
I mean, but damn, like every paycheck?
I do that. I take care of all the bills.
So when Anthony gets paid, you get it?
Yeah. Yeah, but not directly, but I take care of like all the expenses. He takes care of like his credit card.
So she's not working, correct?
She's stay at home.
She's a stay at home. And he's the one that's bringing in the money. He's the breadwinner. Right. So I don't see anything wrong with this only because he's the one making the money. And technically, I know it's what's mine is yours, but that's really his money that he's been making. So he has the right to put that aside, I think. Yeah,
I mean, you can put some money aside. I think now is the time to go ahead and tell her. She'll probably be ecstatic and be like, oh my gosh, we have some savings. We can invest it. We can go on a tiny little trip or something like that.
I do find it a little sus that he's not telling her about the money, but he is the one making the money. Now, if they shared accounts and she was also putting in money and he was taking stuff out, I would see a problem with that, but I don't see a problem with this.
888-429-0941. We're just asking the simple question. If you found out that your spouse had that kind of setup, would that be something that would be alarming? Next calls coming in here. The definition is clear. I said we would Google it. 407 writes, infidelity is the violation of a couple's agreed upon commitment to emotional or sexual exclusivity, often termed cheating or adultery. That is from Google.
Yeah.
So
now, emotional infidelity is when you are keeping secrets and things like that and bonding outside of your union. Mm-hmm. That's what someone else wrote.
Out of Spring Hill at 352, it says that's exactly why I wouldn't tell her because of what Meredith said. We can take a trip. No, keep it for a rainy day or even retirement. I said invest, but I mean, I would definitely bring up, hey, can we go on a cruise or something?
This says if he continues to hide it, which is he hiding it?
Yes.
I don't know if he's hiding it.
It's been 3 years now. I mean, come on.
But you're not hiding it though. You're just you got an extra stipend. Mm-hmm. You putting it away so it could just sit there. Like you're treating it almost like what they say with Marshawn Lynch and a couple of those ball players who didn't really use their pay. Mm-hmm. They just used their other part. So if you got this pay where you act like it ain't even there,
which is smart.
Maybe that's what it. You know what I'm saying? That don't feel like hiding. That just feel like, man, I got this big chunk. I don't want to just throw it in there, whatever. Let me just stick it over here. Act like I don't even have it.
I mean, you could do that. I mean, after 3 years now, I mean, I'd be kind of getting pissed off. I mean, you're just hiding stuff like that from me. Why? You really don't trust me at the end of the day? I hold down the house. I pay all the bills. Why wouldn't you trust me with knowing this information?
I mean, he trusts you. He gives you his whole check. There's no more trust to it.
Not the whole check. Not the whole check.
Right.
Yeah, he does, though. Like, I mean, she's getting a direct deposit every payday. and paying all the bills based off his stuff.
There's no reason he shouldn't just come clean and be like, hey, I forgot about this, or it just kept happening and I just want to let you know.
Well, this person out of the 850 says, I think that if he continues to hide it, then it will turn into a big secret.
Right.
I think that he should come up with a number and save until he meets that goal. And once he meets that goal, then let his wife know that he was promoted and start sending the money to the family.
It is hiding, though. You're intentionally not telling her about it.
I'm seeing a lot of people with this same sentiment out of the 813. It says that's a form of lying and he's deceiving his wife. It's not infidelity, but you are hiding secrets. She should have a separate savings if that is the case as well, because if they were to get a divorce, you have this extra money on the side and she has nothing. Fair is fair.
They would find out about the hidden money, so don't worry about it. They go through your finances.
Let's see, Carl. Carl, what you thinking? Is this a red flag or emotional breakdown?
Morning.
What is that?
Good morning. Good morning. Here's the thing. Yeah, it is not infidelity, but let me tell you, the impact is just as bad as infidelity. It causes divorce just as well as infidelity does. Finances among the top ones that cause divorce. But let's double click on something. I don't know, for some reason it seems like we're skimming over a few things. The man says he goes to work all the time. The wife pays the bills. His entire check goes to the wife. His card, he pays his gas and his expenses on a credit card, which she turns around and pays. Pause there for a second. He goes to work. She gets the money. She manages. He's paying everything off a credit card. She sees everything he spends. She pays it off. He also said, I wanted to save something and feel like I have something of my own. There's a control issue happening that we're not highlighting here. She's controlling all the money, and perhaps he feels like he does not have any agency in the decision-making when it comes to the finances. That's the reason why he truly feels a need to hide this money and save something on the side so that if there's any discretionary spending he wants to do, wifey doesn't get to control that. Now, what he should do is come clean and do it the right way and say, look, baby, I'd like to save 5% of my check on the side on a personal account that I can spend at my leisure, or I can save as I see fit or invest.
Oh, she packing bags now, Carl. She packing bags now. She's mad. She's mad.
Well, no, not really. And if she wants to pack bags and do it now, but the thing is, you need to have this conversation, open it up, and because we don't know, she's controlling all the money. If she has an account on the side, he doesn't know. Sounds like he doesn't even see the money. I don't know. You guys read
that? Yeah, he said he doesn't even see it.
Exactly. So that tells you he's working hard. She's probably doing a good job. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's controlling the finances. She's probably overreaching when it comes to the control, and he does not have a say in the finances, yet he's a workhorse. He's making the money.
Yeah, let me tell you, people always right when these conversations happen. They always say, this is why Orlando's single. This is why I'm single. This is why I'm single. Carl, I got you. I appreciate it.
Do you really think it's a controlling thing?
I don't. If that's her role, though, if he's giving her the role to handle finances, that's your role.
If that's what you guys agreed upon and you've been doing this for years and you haven't seen a problem with it, no.
Well,
let me see. Chantel is on the line. Hey, Chantel, how you doing?
Hey. I'm a first-time caller.
Hey, first-time caller. Welcome to the Freak Show. What are we thinking here? Is this a problem?
I don't see it as a problem. Yes, he is keeping a secret, but kind of like what Carl said, it is a control thing. He doesn't feel like he has any control with the money, and also he's the reason he's not telling her is because he feels like she's gonna find a way to spend it, and he doesn't want that money spent.
I mean, if he's locking it down, I don't like hide and secret, but I do like the fact that he has a nest egg that, if they have an emergency fund, he could be the hero. Hey baby, I got this I've been having. But I guarantee you she gonna look at him like, wait a minute.
Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah,
I would wonder the same thing.
Ugh, that's gonna be nasty. You got to keep this secret to the grave.
No,
you better act like you hit a scratch off.
I mean,
if this money got to be used, it better have came from a scratch off.
Dog, it ain't gonna be a secret. It's on the confession now. Every wife right now looking at their husband like, so you got money on the side?
Oh my God! Thanks.
This one's coming out of Nevada. It says if the roles were reversed, this wouldn't even be a conversation. Women are told to have an exit account all the time, and no one bats an eye. But now that a man said to have one, like now it's an issue. This is hypocrisy.
That's interesting. My mom always told me that.
Yeah, every woman has been told to have a nest egg just in case. I mean, they don't really tell guys that, so that's a good point. Marissa, hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
First time caller.
Hey, first time caller. Welcome to the Freak Show. Let's see. Are you if he popped up and said, "Hey babe, I got a side account, a couple $1,000s in there," would you be mad?
I wouldn't necessarily be mad because I look at it more as like a 401k. What's the difference at that point?
Okay, right. Can't touch it. Goes away.
Exactly.
Pops up one day.
Exactly.
Yeah. See,
Okay, so
that's
it's a
I
good
like
thing.
that. See,
It's a
all right.
blessing.
There we go. There we go. Now, but that finally a caller that didn't use the word secret or hide because I was breaking down the hives over here over there. All right, sweetie. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right. Listen.
I'd come clean and then, just.
Even come clean. Makes him sound guilty. What is he doing? He ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, he really isn't doing anything wrong.
Come clean.
I think that there's something there. Yeah, there's no. He's intentionally not telling his wife something.
Yeah, but the fact that you're saying come clean makes it seem like he's doing something
That's
dirty.
why it sounds like he feels guilty. That's why he wrote us.
No, he wrote us because he said, "Is this the same
infidelity?"
thing?" Because
Yeah.
this is what I read, and I'm like, I have something that I'm not wanting her to see,
Oh, interesting.
or
way to put
because
that.
he don't want the drama.
Right. Okay. So now it's me. It's my fault. I'm gonna bring the drama.
Well, it's kind of your fault if you ain't working.
I birthed you your kids and I'm holding down the house and I'm paying all the bills. That
right.
sounds like a job to me.
I got you.
I like this text. If the intentions are good, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I think the intentions are pretty genuine and he's doing something
I agree.
for the family. So I don't see anything wrong with this.
There you go.
Think you can beat down the freaks?
Anybody can be beat.
Are you up on your pop culture?
Duh. Winning.
Beat the freaks.
Can't wait.
With Orlando and the Freak Show.
Wild 94.1, the Bay's party station.
All right, it's Beat the Freaks time. I got Evelyn on the line. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm fantastic too. Let's see. I got 5 questions, but you got to choose between Rich or Meredith. Who you want to battle? 5.
We'll go with Meredith today.
Meredith is going outside. All right. This is for $200 from Fair and Fair Accident Attorneys. Number 1. Michael Jackson holds the title of King of Pop, but which artist is nicknamed the Queen of Pop?
5, 4, 3.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Good guess. Not it. All right. Number 2. The Ice Bucket Challenge in 2014 raised awareness for which cause? What disease?
ALS.
Oh, there
No,
we
don't
go.
hang up.
There we go. You got that one. All right. Let's see. Number 3. Where can we find these words engraved? Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. Where can those words be found? Huh?
Pass out. Pass. I do not know.
She said pass.
Oh, pass. Okay, number 4. Can you tell me the name of the high school in Saved by the Bell?
5, 4.
The TV
Is
show.
it Central High?
Central High. No, that is not a good guess. All right, let's see. Your last one. His Coachella performance had fans reminiscing about his early songs. So multiple choice. What was Justin Bieber's first single? Was it called One Time? Was it called Baby? Or was it called Somebody to Love?
I'm pretty sure it was Baby.
Oh, that is not correct. Okay, you got 1 out of 5. That wasn't an offer, so we'll be happy about that. But if she gets more than 1, then that money stays here. Meredith,
Yes.
number 1. Michael Jackson holds the title King of Pop. But which artist was nicknamed the Queen of Pop?
Madonna.
Madonna is correct.
Yeah.
All right, number 2.
How many she got? How many she get?
She got 1.
Okay.
The Ice Bucket Challenge in 2014 raised awareness for which cause?
Is that MS?
It was not MS. It was ALS.
ALS.
It's Lou Gehrig's disease.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Number 3. Where can we find these words engraved? Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Where's that printed? 4, 3, 2.
A ship.
Not on a ship, but something that ships past. The Statue of
Liberty.
Liberty.
Ah,
That's
okay.
where it is. All right.
Yeah.
Number 4. What was the name of the high school in Saved by the Bell?
Bayside.
Bayside High School is correct. All right. And lastly, multiple choice. His Coachella performance had fans reminiscing about a lot of his earlier songs. So multiple choice. What was Justin Bieber's first single? Is it called One Time? Was it called Baby? Or was it called Somebody to Love?
5.
I think it was Baby or
3.
One. I'm going to go 1 time.
1 time is correct.
Hey!
1 time is correct. Okay, see, we good. All right. You want to tell everybody what just happened?
I got beat by the freak.
So all right, listen, Stefan Diggs found not guilty
Yeah.
on all assault charges against his former chef.
Yeah, she really kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
She wasn't good on the stand, but I mean, so he's not guilty, but yet he still doesn't feel absolved.
How so?
Because all of the truth was put out there that he did have this relationship with this lady.
Yep.
While he had this relationship with Cardi B.
Yeah.
And a slew of other people that he had.
There.
And moved her in.
Moved her in.
You know, but we all saw it. When we saw her picture, we were like,
yeah.
Okay.
What really
BBL Sheffy.
Yeah. What really messed it up was the video of her dancing.
Dancing.
After her alleged assault.
Well, he didn't cripple her.
But
You're really not in a good mood after you've been assaulted.
I can't talk about victims, but I would imagine that if you went through something so traumatic like that, you're not going to be dancing and doing TikTok dances after something like that.
No, I mean, it looks bad, but I mean, her testimony was a little shifty.
Was not good.
And they deliberated for like 90 minutes before they came back with like, he's good. But still, it still makes him look really, really bad because it's like you move this chick in. The other lady who works in the house was like, she left him like a hot dog or something that was all crusted up. She's like, I was wondering what cooking skills does this girl have? I don't think it was for her culinary skills.
Nah, she was cooking up something else.
She was cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
BBL Sheffy out there. So, so he's been found not guilty. We'll see what girl falls into his
lap next.
Right. Because you know it's going to happen.
He's not a bad looking guy. I'll definitely say that, but he gets around.
Yeah, whatever.
You're not bad looking.
I mean, okay.
My man had a whole
like if you got abs, I mean, whatever. I mean, like, it's kind of overrated if you want to ask me. I mean, like big deal. So what?
My
so
man
what,
look at
abs?
you and get you pregnant.
For real. Yeah. I mean, I don't go around getting people pregnant. But I don't have abs. There's a former bodyguard and close friend of Mr. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Who claimed that he had an obsession with a certain female superstar.
Oh, who?
Not Diana Ross, not Elizabeth Taylor, but somebody who's on the newer side of things. And he wanted to marry her very badly.
Ooh.
He said, Michael, sounds bad, but it says Michael couldn't understand how Jay-Z ended up with this woman.
I think we all have thought that at some point. I mean, somebody's saying it.
And even went to a party just because he heard that she would be there.
Wow.
And I saw the person doing an interview. They said Michael showed up at the party, went straight over to the person's table and sat there and said, hey, I heard Beyonce is here. He's like, oh, yeah, they left.
Oh.
And he's like, all right. And he left.
He moonwalked himself out of there.
He's like, I wasn't trying to be around y'all anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to play Twister with my brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was obsessed with Beyonce.
A lot of people are. I see why. She's beautiful, talented, all the things.
Man, can you imagine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you imagine if Jay-Z wasn't her guy and Michael Jackson was?
Yeah, but the age difference.
That would have been a lot of glitter in that household.
The music we would have gotten.
That would have been
crazy.
That, because think about it, though. Jay-Z and Beyonce are,
sure,
it feels to those of us who are fans and don't know stuff, like it's a business arrangement.
A little forced.
I mean, it just feels like they decided, you know what, us, you know, we're a movement when we're together. Mm-hmm. You know, we're a boss. We're like the Neo song, you know. Yeah, I'm a boss on my own, but we're a movement when we're together. But imagine if that movement wasn't just Hove.
Yeah.
You're over here butchering the lyrics.
Right.
I'm a movement by myself.
Right.
We're a force when we're together.
But the point is, they are a business.
Yeah.
It feels like they're like when he says, I'm a businessman, my business, man.
Man.
They're a business. They're a corporation almost. It doesn't really feel too loving.
Especially now.
It feels very profitable.
Maybe it was back in the day.
And so as I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, Michael and Beyonce.
But you're looking at it that way. I'm looking at it the age difference. They would have.
Jermaine got a 21-year-old.
Yeah, but like Michael already had all these allegations, and he definitely wouldn't have beat them if he went after Beyonce.
Yeah. Somebody said y'all going to be starting something.
For real.
We love the puns.
You want to be starting something?
She was a pretty young thing.
She was a pretty young thing.
He told Jay-Z to beat her.
Jay-Z. Come on. Mike ready. Come on.
But I just wonder if they did date, even just for a little bit, because, I mean, you go out on a date with Michael Jackson if you're single. You know, I mean, I would assume just at least one time just to see if there is something there, how entertaining it would be. But if they did work together, how her music career could have been totally different.
I think it would have been.
The trajectory would have been different for sure. But
Yeah, she would have still been popular, obviously.
Beyonce's
but
still the biggest artist out there right now, other than Taylor Swift.
I mean, I wouldn't put him with Taylor, but yeah. Beyonce. Shimon.
Shimon.
All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's a handful of other things that popped out. Dolly Parton has been set to go back to the stage at 78. We've been talking about a lot of people who are in their 70s this morning. Yeah. You know, the Michael Jackson, you know, with the age difference there. Jermaine Jackson, 71. She's 78 years old. Looks great when she's all in all of her makeup and everything else, but she's still having some health issues. And fans are now wondering if it would be better if she didn't go and do this, you know, elaborate show in Vegas at her age because she's already in a health crisis.
I agree, but if this is something that she wants to do, and this is, I feel like this is something that can help her with her health in some way, because I feel like she's the happiest when she's on stage in front of people.
Yeah. I've been a fan of Dolly Parton since a kid, just because, you know, my mom listened to her songs, and it's like, you know, I saw the movies and everything else. So to see her, I'm like, I don't want to see her fall out on stage somewhere.
Well, let her
you know what I'm saying?
Let her make that decision. I mean, I'm sure she'll be smart enough when it comes to her body and, you know, checking in on your health. She's not going to hit the stage for several shows if she can't sing, belt it out, or put on something that's gonna, I don't know, people are gonna enjoy. You know, she has one of the highest approval ratings for any celebrity.
Yeah.
Everybody
they
loves
like
her.
She could do whatever she wants to do.
Over Taylor Swift, over everybody. Everybody loves Dolly.
Yeah.
She's like everybody's Mima. She's like everybody's grandma.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just, you know, like she's just a really, really kind lady. All right. Also, Wiz Khalifa is in the headlines because of something that he stated. He said, you know, the reason he hasn't dated a lot is because whoever he gets with has to accept the fact that him and Amber Rose are still tight. He said, and I quote, "If you expect me to keep conversation short with her because she's my ex, or not laugh on the phone like we do, we won't work out because you have to love that we are so close." So you got to deal with her.
So that's a healthy relationship, though. Don't we want that instead of a toxic one? What's wrong with that?
There's a lot of people out there who would appreciate the toxicity because they know that y'all ain't close.
I could just imagine the girlfriends that hear the phone conversation. He's over there, hee high, and they just looking at him like, "What you so happy about?"
Well,
I mean, there's a lot there.
Well, he's extra giggly anyway because he's always had. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
true.
So whenever he's on the phone.
But you know
Very
what? Can we normalize having a healthy relationship with your baby mama or your baby
course.
daddy?
That is normalized. It's just people ain't good at it.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's the standard. That's the golden grail to have that kind of person. Somebody looks at you and how you treat your baby mama and all that, and they see that kind of like chivalry and respect and whatever. That should be why they want you.
Yeah, but the problem is once you see a good relationship with, you know, your baby mother or father, a lot of people think that you have a relationship with each other, and that's the problem. Like we need to get back to having good relationships and making it normal again.
Our last one is baby related as well, but differently, because Vanessa Bryant has addressed the rumors again.
Uh-oh.
Vanessa Bryant, 6 years after losing NBA legend Kobe Bryant, is still shutting down rumors. She took to social media to respond to talk that she's either pregnant or getting remarried. She says, "Guys, can you decide already? Making it clear both claims are false.
Okay.
The rumors have been circulating online, especially the one that has her paired with Boston Celtics, my man Brown.
Oh, Jaylen Brown?
Yeah. They're paying them together right now.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of like scuttlebutt around him.
She deserves to have happiness again.
She pushed back and with the humor and says she's continuing to focus on her family and honoring her late husband and her daughter.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
At what point, because I'm still at the point where I don't really want to see her with anybody yet because it's only been 6 years.
It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Not really.
Yes, it is. 6 years is a
I mean,
long
to the fans, to the people who were fans of Kobe, that ain't a lot.
Thing is, I could see
like 10 years, maybe let us.
I could see Vanessa moving on. And at this point, I think
after like what, 10 years?
No, but I think right now she has the right to move on. But the problem is moving on with an NBA player. Everybody is going to compare them to Kobe, and that's the problem. So once you hear her with another NBA player, people are going to think that that's wrong. If she was just with a regular old person, I think people wouldn't look at it as crazy.
Regular old person, but after like what, 10 years?
Why you keep on saying 10 years?
Because I think that's where I'm locked in. I think after 10 years, now you can move on and do something and ain't nobody going to look at you crazy. But it's like, man, come on. It's only been 6. Like, more me a little bit.
You
more.
say only 6 years is a long
saying,
time. 6 years ago, we were locked down.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
So
just more of me a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm doing.
A decade of
That's all I'm saying. Just give me a little bit more, like 4 more years, and then I'm good. All right. So listen, your word is gold. I want you to text that to 45911 right now so you can get in on that $1,000. Only other thing is at 8:25, somebody's going to get a phone call. The easiest way to get $1,000 is answer the phone from that strange number because it's coming. Hold it. Freak Show, Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. All right. So let's see here. We answer the phone because I'm refreshing and I don't see any answer yet. So if it happens, we will let you know in real time.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have. All right. So this headline pops up a lot depending on who the star is. And now it's Sting. Sting has done an interview where he's talking about leaving money to his kids.
Yeah.
He has 6 of them, by the way, and he has $1 bazillion. So the new interview with this 74-year-old icon basically says he believes that telling his kids that they never have to work again is a form of abuse.
Yeah.
And he wants his children to build their own lives and careers instead of relying on inherited money. So he has joined the long list of very, very rich people who are not. Don't clap for that.
I am clapping for this. I had this conversation last night. Continue.
Okay, I don't even want to continue. Why would you?
You don't have to rely on me. No, it's not that they're. That's what you say. It's not that I want my kid to be out on their ass or whatever and then left with nothing. But I want you to go ahead and do and build your own career. I don't want you just to be a Nepo baby and sit on your ass all day. We see that with a million celebrities.
Man, y'all say that it sounds good, but man, how do you think the Kennedys got started? How do you think these big Rothschilds got going?
Well,
how do you think
some of them
those? I mean, that to build generational wealth. We're supposed to be better. That's what we all want for our next
Those
folks.
are people that actually want to work, and so they'll ask their mommy or daddy or whoever has the money for, I don't know, like some money so they can start their own company. Those, I think he's talking about you have to actually have that want to do something with. You can't always just rely on mommy and daddy. I think Shaq even said that.
Okay, let's look. Shaq did say it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a long list of people. And the reason you can't bestow your money to your kids and not lose a big chunk of it. So that's one part of it. But I think that, okay, so like Mackenzie Bezos.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Scott. She's not a Bezos anymore.
That's the
but
ex.
That's the ex that is out here doing incredible work. She got a big bulk of money. And she's like, I don't need to have all of this money. I'm going to give. And she gave to 80 HBCUs and all these medical institutions and all of that stuff, feeding Tampa Bay. She's giving all this money away. If you give these kids that money, they might be able to do some great things out there with it. Instead of just say, he said his kids have a very strong work ethic and understand that he's paying for their education and their support now because they're kids, but not setting them up with any trust funds later. And he added that they're fiercely independent and rarely ask him for money these days.
I love it.
I think I think financial literacy is important. And I don't think at the end of the day, if anything was to happen to Sting, I don't think he's not going to give him nothing. He's just saying that he's not giving him the money right now.
Work hard.
Yeah.
They have way more advantages than just the average person. You know, the best schooling.
This new world is different to me, man. This is the new world order that I'm like, this don't make sense.
How many celebrity children do we see having drug problems, money problems, and like they can't get
arrested?
They kind of have that failure to launch.
But that's
thing.
not just isolated to a Nepo baby. I mean, we have there's people out there who have drug issues and addiction issues who don't have a dime.
I think it's about giving yourself meaning to a meaningful life. If you feel like there's no reason for you to be here because everything is given to you, you don't have to work for anything, and you just have all this money, and you know you can call mommy and daddy at any time. Then you don't have any self-worth, and then you can go down that. I mean, a really bad alley.
Self-worth ain't really worth all that.
Yes,
I'm just going to tell you, listen, I get it. I love it, and it sounds good to say out loud. Yeah. But you know what? There's some people out there who got self-worth who don't have a dime, and if they did have a dime, they would be able to do some great things. There are people out there who will do good with this money. It's not all just everybody going out buying convertibles and, you know what I'm saying, and being the country club kids. Give them trust who you raised. How about that?
Right.
I raised you to be a good person. I raised you to pay your tithes. I raised you to do all these things. So take this money and go be great.
But don't you think these people are going to be great people, like doing all this stuff on their own, making their own money, and then later on in life being taken care of?
I'm just saying, I'm looking at these messages that are coming in. This person says, I work with a Nepo baby with a company that is publicly traded, and his work ethic is horrible. He shows up and half-asses everything.
Boom.
Right. But
we're trying to avoid that.
But I mean, that's the one guy. How many Nepo babies do we know who are still like, you know, hustling, who are out here trying to get it?
There are some out there, but it's the worst when you see somebody have everything and they just don't care about it at all. And then they just waste their life away.
Lawrence just said, I'm giving my kids everything.
Oh, yeah.
Working sucks.
I understand. I want my kids to work. I want them to have more, be better than me, me and their father could ever provide. But I want them to have some kind of a meaning to their life.
It used to be you wanted your kids to have a better life than you had.
Absolutely.
So now that means that everybody who made it wealthy, everybody who made it to the big league is like, yeah, I don't want y'all better than me. I want y'all better than me on the inside. I want y'all better than me in your heart. But I don't want y'all better than me out here on these finances. It's like, that's what the whole status quo of growing up is, totally to make sure your following generation is better than you.
Totally get it. But don't you think Sting's kids already have lived better than he did when he was a child?
Yes.
Yeah, his parents weren't singers. He didn't have millions of dollars growing up, and I'm sure he took care of them. And right now, he's teaching them work ethic and how to work for your money. And I think what he's doing is a very important lesson, not just for him, but for everybody else.
Yeah, out of the 813, it says, even without the money, the legacy alone is a leg up. Mm-hmm. That opens up so many doors just there.
Somebody says, name off the Nepo babies that are doing great things. I'm curious if you can name 5.
Boom, let's go.
I'm not going to help you, but I know one.
Well, I mean, it's not just a me conversation, but I'm saying Nepo babies that I know who are doing well. Let's see here. Nepo babies would make them kids, though, not exes, right? Because I think Mackenzie took that big chunk.
That's an ex. That's not a
kid.
That's not the kid.
So it has to be a kid?
Mm-hmm. Nepotism.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nepotism can be hiring somebody. Okay. All right. Let's see.
It's usually because of their kid.
He's trying to open up the list.
I'll give you.
No, I'm trying to think because I don't think kids. I just think big people with families who are under there.
I'll give you one.
For example, let's look at the Jacksons. Look, they have more money than anybody, right?
The Jackson estate has more money than anybody.
But Paris does too. She has millions of dollars. What has she done with it?
What do you mean? What has she done with it? I don't know. I don't know about it. That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you what she's done.
So a good example would be Paris Hilton in my eyes. She works. You see her all the time. She's working. She has her own brand, her own company.
But is she doing something good with the money?
Yes, she is.
And her sister has a brand.
Yes, and
that
she has
she's
her own
done
company.
With it too.
Yes,
she has her own company.
Okay.
And she gives back.
That's one.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith has a water company.
He has a water company.
He has a water,
Okay.
the Love Water.
Yeah.
And he has that restaurant, those 2 restaurants that he's opened where the homeless eat for free.
Okay, so he
in
has
Los Angeles.
has charity. Does he have?
So he has philanthropic dreams. That that's
I'll give that one.
what's wrong with
So
that?
you got 2. No, I agree.
The Love Water and that Love. I'm not saying that it's
I like it. I like it. It's good.
He can't name one.
Okay.
Somebody said Trump.
Trump. His kids.
Nepo baby.
I don't know if they're killing it, but they're killing it financially.
Baby.
Oh, Trump was a Nepo baby.
Yes, he was a Nepo baby.
Because his dad had money.
Anybody listening may not like it as an example.
He said my dad gave me a little loan of I think $20 million.
Oh my Jesus! Yeah. Okay. All right. I didn't know his dad had paper like that.
Kylie Jenner.
So he was a Nepo baby.
What is Kylie doing good?
Well, she has her own businesses. We're talking about businesses, like creating
wealth.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say the people who come behind you, if you give them a leg up, they can then create and kill it as far as finance.
Their own identity as well.
Yeah, instead of just resting on
what
the parent had.
Right.
I mean,
not sitting on your ass.
When I said the Kennedys, and the Kennedys were big in Prohibition and all the other stuff, and then they ended up caking them way up to being one of America's first families. So the nepotism kind of helped them along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think you should drag somebody down and hey, that hustle is going to make you better. It will, but also being broke is a struggle.
It is. But again, I don't think what he said. I think what he's trying to do is don't rely on my money. Maybe later on you could fall back on it, but I think it's just the reliance of the money. He's saying I'm not just going to give them everything. I'm going to teach them that hard work ethic, and then they're going to make for themselves, and then later on they'll be taken care of.
Somebody pointed out Michael Jordan's kids. They're doing well with the Team Jordan brand because they're running that Jordan brand.
But do they have their own thing?
Not yet.
Okay.
That Team Jordan brand is
the trophy room. The only thing I can think of is the trophy room, which is the shoe store that they have in Orlando.
Okay.
But other than that,
I think the Jordan brand that they're running is a way bigger thing than that store. But the store is isolatedly theirs.
Yeah, but we could also argue that we saw one of the Jordan sons in the news a whole bunch last year with him catching DUIs and all this other stuff. So it's is it kind of proving our point?
We have Miley
this person
Cyrus.
says, I'm with O on this one. All right, Junior, it's just me and you right now. Let's see. A13 says, O's talking about building empires, but you have to make the heirs earn it. I want to see them earn it, but I just think that if I'm the kid and my parents told me, hey, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get out here and get it from the mud, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
This would be one of them,
Well, be mad. Maybe.
Them Lyles joints where he's man, my parents might have to go. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that. I'm
What makes you think you deserve any of your parents' money?
Because it's a family thing.
No,
we blood.
That's fine. But what makes you deserve everything that they worked hard to build?
Because I didn't ask to come here.
Okay, but you are an individual, and you have you're not disabled. You have a brain that works. Go out and do your own thing.
Yeah. But
you are not relegated.
But we got acres and we got this, that, and the third. So what piece do I get to go out here and make my piece? What? You know what I'm saying? If your mom,
spoiled.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And that's why my way will work better.
I just don't know anybody who has kids who is not looking for their kids to be better off than they were. And it's not just always morally. I just, people out here are stacking up 401ks. Yeah. They're stacking up trust funds. They're building it so their kids can have some sort of control of their destiny. And I'm just saying, there's so many people and they say it's popular because you don't lose a chunk of it in probate. You don't lose a chunk of it when you are willing it to somebody else because the IRS comes in and takes a lot.
Sure.
I'm shocked that so many people don't want to see their money continue to stack through the generations. I'm shocked about that.
I'm not shocked. Sting literally told you in the song, if you told me you were drowning.
That ain't.
Is that it?
That's Phil Collins.
Oh, Damn, that's the wrong one. That's my bad. That's my bad. I thought that was Sting. That's my bad.
Joey looked up. Joey was like, "That's Miami Vice, dog. That's different."
I was getting confused.
I just when I see those headlines, I'm like, man, it just feels like the people who had it before are like, nah, son, y'all got to get it from the mud. I don't want to be in the mud.
I still think
I don't want my daughters to ever be in the mud.
I still think his kids have grown up better and more affluent than other people. So I still think they have a leg up on other people. All he's saying is he's not giving them his riches.
Yeah.
Somebody says, I will support you while you build your own.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And just like Sting said in one of his songs, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Huh?
That's the same.
That's the
same song.
That's the same.
See?
That's Phil. That's Phil
That's still Phil.
I can tell y'all one thing. Neither one of y'all remember.
We both see, so
like Sting would be every breath you take.
Yeah, that's a stalker song.
Every move you make.
Yeah, right. I'll be watching you.
Yeah,
that's him, right?
Yeah,
there.
he didn't say he was going to give him money.
Right.
He'll be watching his money.
Y'all are so dumb. Shout out to Phil Collins. Apparently he's on our mind this morning. I don't know.
The Freak Show Podcast. Orlando and the Freak Show. Mornings from 6 to 10. Wild 94.1.